Hey, this is the thing, right? If you feel like you have to do something that may seem a little bit unusual to someone else in order to get closer to Holy Spirit, you should do that thing and you should not care. I like to share my testimonies, and I've said it before, but testimonies are very powerful, and someone can hear a testimony and receive it as their own. Holy Spirit may ask you throughout your sanctification process, Holy Spirit might ask you to do some things. He might ask you to write a letter to someone that you need to release forgiveness to. He may ask you to pay a visit to someone that you might have been holding a grudge against. Salutations. I have another testimony to share, and it's revolving around some sort of epiphany that I had last Sunday. And it also has to do with the difference between Eastern meditation, where you're emptying yourself out, and the infilling of Holy Spirit. So basically, I was contemplating last Sunday as Holy Spirit was able to touch a deeper area of my heart and breathe into some nooks and crannies of my soul that I did not know needed refreshing. And when we think about pressing in to the Lord, I'm sure some of you may agree with the sensation of us walking closer to God or coming toward God. Like, for example, you're coming to the altar, thinking about coming into the gates with thanksgiving, coming into the courts with praise, walking so expectantly into the holies of holies, that secret place, right, where Holy Spirit meets with us. But overall, I had the script switch on me last Sunday. So I had Holy Spirit come into me in a deeper way. So I was thinking about myself as the temple, and Holy Spirit coming in through my gates and coming in through my courts and entering my most holy of holies, my most sacred and guarded spaces within myself. And it just seemed like I was able to receive in a different way. And I think it had a lot to do with me letting my guard down, in a sense, because I didn't realize that I had some walls built up around my heart in certain areas of my heart. So prior to that, previously to that, I've had some truly beautiful encounters with Holy Spirit. I would say that I'm still going through my sanctification process, but I'll tell you two things that the Lord did for me that let me feel closer to Holy Spirit, or allowed me to feel closer to Holy Spirit. One of my pastors, Pastor Tiffany Shahid, anointed me with a gallon of olive oil, and that was necessary for me to feel special. And the other thing that happened was that a really sweet, dear friend at my church made me a prayer shawl. And when she wove it together with love. And it was incredible because it made me feel special. But I always had this concept that I was the one who had to do the work in the sense of walking closer to God. And last Sunday, I just did something different. I was still, and I let Holy Spirit fill me, which he's done before many times. But I had a pocket inside of my soul that I was protecting, that I allowed myself to open up completely so that Holy Spirit could flood every area of my being. And I don't know if I did a good job verbalizing what I felt. It's kind of hard to put into words sometimes. Something that we experience in the spirit, it's sometimes it can be hard to articulate and put into words what we felt or what we experienced. But I just want to encourage everyone that if they're ever told to try to press in, which we know is, allowing every part of our soul, our mind, our will, and emotions to, press in to God, you could try this. Visualize yourself as a temple, and visualize Holy Spirit coming in through your gates by listening to Him, looking at Him, and see if you can absorb Holy Spirit into yourself, within yourself, in a deeper way. Maybe in a way that you never have before, by letting Him soak into those areas that maybe you have been protecting. That's what I did, and it was accidental, and it was remarkable, and it was one of those things that I felt like I wanted to record it and put it on my YouTube channel, because it was most certainly a different type of experience, and I said, you know what, I want to celebrate it.